Hey everyone, it's Nicole, other known as 334 Bama Girl here on the YT, and welcome to Affordable Style. Today is going to be another do-it-yourselfer, but this one's actually going to be a Halloween makeup look or, costume look, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be on Miss Cleopatra, the last great pharaoh of Egypt. Well, anyway, it's going to be simple, easy, and you don't have to buy a whole lot of stuff or, product to actually come up with this look. You can actually use what you already have, and I'm big on that. Well, first thing you want to do is make sure that you contour. I know from seeing photographs of Egyptian hieroglyphics and stuff like that, you have, the famous, heavily lined eye and the red lips and the really golden, I guess, colored skin. So that's what we're going to focus on. And also, the contour chiseled face. So the first thing we're going to do is actually contour. So what I'm going to do is actually use my MAC saddle, which is this color right here, and I'm sure you've seen this a bunch of times on the YT. Well, I'm going to use this as a contour, so I'm going to use my little Sonia Kashuk brush, and I think this is like a crease blending brush or something, but I like it because it's stiff, and so you can like really get in there and use the color real well. So yeah, I'm gonna turn my phone down. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is contour the nose, and you're just gonna start from where your eyebrow is and go down. And here, gosh, I forgot, I'm sorry, zoom in a little bit and let me raise my camera. Oops, there we go, just a little so you can see that. So we're gonna start right here and go down, and I'm looking in my mirror, y'all, because I gotta look in my mirror to do this. So I'm just following from here, the end of my eyebrow, all the way down to the tip of my nose, but the side. So just gonna go down like this and just follow. Okay, and there you go. And as you can see, you're getting that nice little chiseled line. So you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, there we go. And this is costume makeup, so y'all, hey, if you mess up, no big deal. So there. And there we go. And let me turn this TV down. I swear I always forget. Nope. It's not working. Well, anyway, we have the contoured nose. Now we're going to do the contour here of the cheek and jaw area. So I'm going to get a bigger brush, and I'm going to use this clean color angled brush that I picked up the other day. Going into that saddle again, or saddle, and I'm going to follow the natural line of my jaw, and then I'm going to go right here just behind my chin. And I probably should have used a little stronger or stiffer brush, but hopefully this will get the job done. Okay, you're kind of seeing it there just a little. So I'm going to add a little more behind my chin. Okay, there we go. Kind of carving out the facial details, because I do have a little chunky face, but anyway, there we go. I'm going to do it on the other side, same thing. Hopefully you can see that. Let me zoom out just a little bit for the cheeks. I hope everybody's having a great Friday, and I hope you guys are going to have a nice, fun Halloween weekend. So I know this is a little bit late, but you can do this with what you got at home, so easy to recreate. Okay. Okay, now you can see the contour detail, and then I'm going to do right here above the brow. Just a little. Narrowing up my little chunky face. Okay, yeah, now let's zoom back in. Concentrate on the eyes. Okay, before I apply the thick liner, we're gonna do the color. So what you want to do is actually use golds and coppers. So I have a variation of colors in that, you know, color range. I have like the Gilded Age palette from Wet n Wild that has the copper and the gold in it. You could use that. I have some singles right here that has like the copper. This one's called Spice, and this is from Milani. This is one of my favorite colors. I love that color. Again, that's Spice. See how beautiful that is? Then I have this one from Sally Girl, and this is one from their Beach collection. I think it was called the Beachy collection or something. But this is a nice little, there we go. Beautiful copper color there. It's one of their singles, and I don't think it has a name, just a number. And it's 388124. Okay, moving right along. I also have some pigments. Now, this pigment is from Spectrum Cosmetics. I placed an order a little bit back, and I got this. This one's called Dirty Halo, and this is more on the gold side. So this would be great on the lid. And this is like a sample from Coastal Scents that you get when you place orders. And this one's called Supreme Copper. And it's more like that, ooh, I wanted to get everywhere, that Milani color. And hopefully you can see that if my camera zooms in. Yep, very nice copper pigment. Okay, let me clean my hands off a little bit that got on me. So yeah, any kind of golds or coppers will work great for this. And you want like a nice little dark brown, so you could use the saddle or whatever as a contour in the crease area. And also Vanity, the Vanity palette's a good one for this too. You want to keep it a little bit more subtle and simple. So anyway, let's get started. What I'm going to use, actually, I'm going to use the Dirty Halo from Spectrum Cosmetics on the inside of, or in the corners of my lid, and then I'm going to blend out just a little. So I'm going to wet my brush. Let me get one of my little raggedy brushes because I don't want to mess up the good ones with the water. And I'm so sorry, y'all. I thought I had these all ready to go, and I don't. So I'm sorry. And actually, I don't have one right. Oh, here they go. All right. Now I'm going to mist it with some water and pick that pigment up. Okay. I'm going to go into the Dirty Halo and put that into the inner corners. So right in here. You're going to kind of pack that in. And if you want to, you could use like your NYX pencils to make these colors stand out. It's all up to you. I'm just going to use this little bit of water. And I use the Hard Candy eyeshadow base. So I already applied that. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. Make sure I get it in that corner. Now I'm going to take a little sort of tiny little foundation brush and add just a little bit of that into the inner corner. Bring a little highlight there. Okay. All right. Now, next we're going to go into a copper. So what I think I'm going to do is use this Milani, that copper, and then I'm going to put that on the outer part of the lid. Again, using that same damp brush. And blending it together. And I'm trying to hurry up, y'all, because I don't want this to be an extra super long video. Okay. And I'm really packing on the color, because you do want it to be somewhat dramatic. That's my brush again. Okay, I'm hoping that's coming up good. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to take a nice brown, and I think I'm going to use the brown in the Gilded Age palette and put some depth into the crease area. So I'm getting a crease brush and applying that color right in there. You want to add a really deep shadow. See? Okay. And kind of bring that up far into the brow bone area. Like that, y'all. Okay. And don't worry, y'all, we're going to blend in. But as you can see, it's starting to look like the hieroglyphics. Anyway, at least I think so. Okay, so now we're going to take I have a nice flat liner brush, and I'm going to go into just a flat matte black, which is I'm going to use the one in the Enter a New Realm palette from Wet n Wild. So I'm going to use this matte black and just add a little depth to the crease. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now we're gonna do a highlight here real quick, and I'm gonna use let's see which one I want to use. I think I'm gonna use this highlight color in the Vanity palette because it works really well. So I'm gonna use this satiny color right here, and let me get my brush again and highlight. Okay. Okay, and I'm laying it on thick, y'all. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now, we're gonna put just a little of the copper, if I can find that liner brush again, at the bottom before we actually add the liner. So I'm going to use this again, the Milani Spice, and just put a little bit down here. Sorry. Okay, just a little. Now I'm going to take a nice fluffy blending brush and blend all this together. And let me cover up this because I know I'm going to knock this pigment over just as sure as I'm sitting here. Okay, so nice fluffy blending brush and kind of blend all this together. Okay. And y'all can get as creative or use any colors that you want to. You don't necessarily have to use these golds and coppers, but I just like these. You know, that's the fun part of Halloween. You get to be somebody you want to be for a day out of the year, so have fun. So, there we go. Alright, very dramatic. Now, liner. I'm going to use the Ruby Kisses HD, the 24-hour in black. So, a very, very thick line. You can use a liquid for this. I just find I have better control with the pencil. Any kind of liner you want to use, but make it a very thick line. Okay, you can see that. Okay, gotta adjust myself in the chair and then really pile it on. And then, of course, you want to take it back just like that. Oh, and I just broke mine. Oh my gosh, I do not want that to get on the carpet, so I gotta be real careful when I get up, y'all, because this stuff's hard to get out. So anyway, straight back, a nice thick line, just like that. Okay. Make sure you fill that little area in.
How long have you had your car insurance? How long have I had my car insurance? I don't know, 8, 10 years?
I think I'm pressing too hard with my pencil because it wants to break again. Okay.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Old policy, old rule. And thanks to your experience behind the wheel, you might save $300
All right.
by switching to the
Now we're going to do the other side.
from the Hartford. Plus, you'll get benefits that reward your driving record, like our promise that you won't be dropped.
And you're going from one corner to the other
That's right. You won't
with a thick line, y'all.
anyone who's been dropped by their insurance company. You know that's a hassle you don't need. Especially these days. Plus, you'll get recover care, which helps pay for everyday needs like house cleaning, lawn care, and pet services if you're injured in an accident.
So my auto insurance is going to help pay the house cleaning if I'm injured?
Did you say lawn care?
And if I can't walk my dog, they'll help me pay someone to do it for me.
Call the number on your screen to switch to the AARP auto insurance program from the Hartford and be rewarded for your experience behind the wheel. Recover care. Auto insurance
Okay.
take care of me. Now I've said it all.
And there we go.
You take care of me as well as my car, and you offer savings to
Make sure you got a nice thick line.
if you're 50 or over.
This one's not as thick as I want it to be. Okie dokie. There we go. Now, you also want to do the bottom. A lot of people don't. I think you should. I like it. So I'm going to do the bottom.
We'll even send you this free calculator. Call
putting it over that copper or the spice color that I applied earlier. The spice kind of gives it a nice little coppery, shadowy effect, so to speak. And there we go. And you want to leave the corner. You don't want to connect the two. You just kind of want to leave that part open. Just right in there, you know how you might connect. Just leave that open. And I'm just going right to where I highlighted right there, and I'm going to leave that just like that. Okay. There we go. And I'm making sure these are even. I think so. I think that one's a little bit short. But again, there. Okay. Now, we have that done. And let me zoom out. Okay, as you can see, our face is forming. So now, we want to highlight. So what I'm going to use as a highlight is, whoops, I grabbed the wrong one. For one, I'm going to use my Wonder Woman Golden Lariat blush palette, and I'm going to use the light color here. And I'm going to apply that to the bridge of my nose, so it'll even bring more of this out, so you can actually see that contouring a little bit better. And then to my forehead, between the two areas that I contoured. As you can see, it's looking more and more authentic, I think. And then top of the lip, chin, and then below the eyes. Okay, for a nice little glow. Now, for a blush, I'm going to use a bronzing powder from Ruby Kisses. And this one is called bronzing powder. Or it's called Bronze Glow. But there it is. Okay, to the cheeks. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to take a nice fluffy brush and I'm going to use this City Color bronzer, which is a very rich bronze powder or bronzing color. And let me get one of these to do that with. Okay, make sure it's nice and clean. Okay, I'm just going to get right into that and kind of go over my entire face. And add this little bronze color, because you want that sort of a gilded look, I guess. Maybe that's what I'm trying to go for. Okay. I'm just dusting this everywhere. And if you have a costume on or whatever, you want to do the same thing over your, you know, neck and shoulders, chest area. But I love this bronzer. I mean, I love this color, but a little bit goes a long way, so you don't want to use a whole lot. Look like a light bulb. Okay. Alrighty. And add just a little, oops, a little bit more highlight. And right here on the sides, just below where I contoured. Okay. Okay, people. There we go. Now, we're gonna do lips and your favorite mascara. I'm not gonna apply my mascara now because it'll take forever and I've already done it too long. So what I'm gonna do is find a nice red lipstick. And y'all, like I said in the previous video, I gotta get some better lipstick stores. My lipsticks are like hideous over here in this drawer. But you want more, not so much a red, you want sort of a wine colored red. And that's what I'm trying to find. I'm so sorry, y'all. I thought I had it out. Okay, thought I had it out. Yes, I didn't. So we'll go with this one. I don't know what this color is because it does not have a name, but it is from the Color Workshop. And that's the color. So it's more of a wine. And feel free to mix the colors too if you want to. Okay. Already conditioned my lips. And what I'm gonna do is a trick that I learned from Miss Platinum here, Miss Badass Platinum. I'm gonna use this somewhat as a liner and blot this off, and then go into a nice coppery gold color, which will be this next color called, I don't know, Metis. Okay, so let me get some tissue so I can blot. And I forgot the technique. There's a name for it. But, yeah. And then I'm going to use the copper. And this is the copper.
Watch the Dick Van Dyke Show today at 5, only on TV Land. Attention Medicare and insurance beneficiaries.
And a little bit more.
Do you sometimes feel left out of activities with family and friends?
Okay, y'all.
You have to get to the bathroom on your own.
There we go.
You're pitching for a meal or challenge.
So I like the way that that came out, y'all. So anyway, now we have to do hair. So, wouldn't be Cleo without the hair, now would it? The wig that I'm going to wear is actually my newborn free wig called Goldie. And if I can get her up here. Goldie. And I've done this, oh gosh, a while back. And it is 100% human hair. And I'm going to pop her on. Strap's already adjusted. No combs or anything. Oh, okie dokie. And you can see Cleo emerging as we speak. Get a comb. And I'm not going for the long Cleo hair. I'm doing the short Cleo version. I do have a bit of a cone because of the way my hair is braided under my wig cap. But we're not going to worry about it. Love this wig. Almost forgot I had it. I'm going to pull it back just a little bit, y'all. Now, I have my headpiece. Picked this up at Party City. And I probably need to take this tag out because it's going to distract from everything. So I'm going to clip that off. And we will be done. Here we go. Headpiece with the asp there on the front. And trying to get it to where the hair will not do that. Okay. But yeah. Very cute little Cleo look, y'all. And I love it, love it, love it. You can get the nice little Roman earrings if you want to. I just have on some straight ones because once I take this off, it'll go with the shirt that I have on, which is this like gold, meshy kind of shirt. But anyway, here is my Cleo look. Make sure my asp is straight. But yeah, here we go with my Cleopatra look. Yeah, make sure I zoomed out enough. Whoops. There we go. So, hope you like this, guys. This is quick, simple, and easy. And I'm going to come back a little bit later, and I'm going to show you more of the gory side of Halloween, a nice little look you can do if you want to go that route. But to me, I like this. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. And until the next video, I will see you then. Bye.